see him go anyplace else. He's where he belongs.
LeBron-a-thon begin. It has already begun. We're officially 12 hours into the coast-to-coast courting of basketball superstar LeBron James, and teams are making their pitches to win over the Cleveland MVP. Right now, the New Jersey Nets are on the clock. The Russian owner of the Nets and rap mogul Jay-Z are in Cleveland to make their pitches to LeBron James. A short time ago, they walked into the IMG building on East 9th Street in Cleveland, where the meetings with LeBron are taking place. We'll have much more on the story in just a moment. We have much more team coverage coming up on LeBron. But first, another Cavs-related story, a new coach named this morning. News Channel 5 Sports Director Andy Baskin joins us live with the breaking details on this story. Hello, Andy.
All right, Leon, the Cavs haven't announced it formally, but Byron Scott is the new head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're expecting a formal announcement from the team later today. Now, how this played out is a very interesting story. All signs had been pointing towards Laker assistant coach Brian Shaw getting the job. Those stories were fair because agents for both sides were talking like Shaw had the job. But Tuesday night, the Cavaliers Brain Trust got together, and that's when it's decided that they wanted Scott because he has more experience as a head coach, and he has more experience as a player and a head coach in the NBA Finals and in the playoffs. Scott was the Cavs' first choice after Tom Izzo turned down the job. Now, Shaw knew this early yesterday and bowed out. The Cavaliers probably would have had a done deal with Scott yesterday, but he was in Arkansas with his family, and he had spotty cell phone coverage, so it was hard to kind of talk to him. So expect him to talk to the Cavs today. So they have their head coach, and they reasonably probably will not have a press conference today because General Manager Chris Grant and his staff are working with free agents, and we all know that is the big story of the day. So they got the man they wanted. Now they have to do the same with LeBron James. We'll have much, much more coming up later today and on Newsnet 5 as it happens. Leon?
Many thanks, Andy. What a day it is turning out to be. And now to day one of LeBron's free agency and the push to keep him right here in Cleveland. All eyes are on Ohio as the NBA MVP entertains offers from several cities. We have live team coverage. News Channel 5's Bob Jones is live in Akron where the buzz is beginning. But we begin with Dan Haggerty this afternoon, live outside LeBron's Akron area home where there have been several LeBron sightings. Right, Dan Haggerty?
Yeah, that's right. LeBron sightings. That's what we're calling them. Our LeBron watch started well before midnight. We first saw him yesterday at 9:30. These gates opened. A black SUV came out, and LeBron drove out of here, putting his fist in the air to a bunch of fans that were waiting. And this has been the scene out here in front of his house, people stopping, taking pictures, kind of just hanging out here, maybe to feel the vibe, maybe the possibility of seeing LeBron James. We did see him again today. Take a look at this video. We caught some video of him pulling back in. This is 10 after 10 this morning. LeBron pulled into the gates here at his mansion in Bath. Now, I know it's a little tough to see him in this video. We caught another shot of him about 15 minutes later on his way to downtown Cleveland. Possibly for some of these negotiations. But it was a busy night here on this quiet street. A group of people with jerseys and signs, they were here through midnight and into the early morning today. They actually wrote a letter addressed to one really huge mansion, Bath, Ohio. In it, they told LeBron how important it is to have him in this area and how much they hope he stays. Now, all day here, cars have been driving back and forth. Brian Archer, the photographer, and I were just talking about it's like living on a busy highway here, but you see a lot of the same cars, right? You see it, and then a few minutes later, you see them again. So they're driving down the street, they're turning back around, they're driving past the house. A lot of people stopping by to take a look at the mansion. They hope that this is the permanent home of LeBron James. This is the center of the sports universe today. Akron, Cleveland, Bath, the whole area, and a lot of anxious Cleveland fans waiting for a decision. Reporting live in Bath, Dan Haggerty, News Channel 5.
As we will say all day long, we will see what we will see. Many thanks, Dan Haggerty, reporting from Bath. Well, tonight, a grassroots group is holding what it calls a Keep LeBron in Cleveland rally, and it takes place at Put-in-Bay Bar in Lakewood. It is free, starts after 8 o'clock tonight. The group called Please Stay, LBJ, arranged the event. The Cavs girls and the Scream team are set to be there as well. Stay with News Channel 5 and NewsNet5.com for continuing coverage of LeBron James's impending free agency, and we'll continue to update information on our exclusive Keeping LeBron blog. That's on NewsNet5.com, where, by the way, you can leave your comments and feedback as well. We'll bring you the latest information, of course, as soon as it happens.